Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about the major changes that happened to Emirates cabin crew and that will happen to them as well. We will also be talking about Emiratis cabin crew. What is the reason behind Emirates not terminating Emirati cabin crew and terminating the foreigner cabin crew? We will be talking about Emiratis benefits. Did it change as much as the foreigner cabin crew's benefits changed or no? And also if it changed, what exactly changed? So if you're interested, keep on watching and make sure you stick till story time, because this story will just show you that some people don't really use their brains on board, or maybe use it too much. So if you're new with us, subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up and share the video if you like it, and let's start. I'll remind you my lovelies, please join us in Instagram. As I told you, I created a new Instagram, so let's grow the family. And thank you so much for the people who already followed my account there. Thank you so much, I really appreciate you. And we will be talking about today's topic, which is Emirates cabin crew benefits. Now I already told you about some major changes, and if you did not watch the other videos, please go ahead and watch them. But today I will be focusing on the difference between Emiratis cabin crew and foreigners cabin crew. Now I told you about their salary before, I told you about their benefits as well before. I'm not sure if you watched that video, but I can briefly tell you that their salary is almost the same as the other cabin crew. You can see some differences when you check the pay slip, but the only difference is that they have a retention money that they get from the government, which is 5,250 dirham. Now this is the only major change that we can see between Emiratis cabin crew and foreigner Emirates cabin crew. Now I will tell you about their benefits and how did it change. Now for the foreigners cabin crew, I already told you that they reduced 15% of their live out allowance and 10% of their transportation. Now for the local cabin crew, they did not touch their live out allowance, they did not touch their transportation allowance, but they touched something else. They touched the retention money that they get from the government. Now I don't know how to explain this, you guys, because even them, they cannot explain it, because that 5,250 dirham is given to them by the government, but then Emirates is deducting from that retention money, and you can see here an email that proves that they will not have any deductions whatsoever in their live out allowances, but then they have 460 dirham deducted from them monthly from that retention money. And here I'm talking about grade 2 who are working in economy, of course. If you're a purser or maybe even a supervisor, then they will be deducting from you 600 dirham. I don't know how to explain this, you guys. I try to think about it, I try to find logic in it, but then there is no logic that can literally make me think that this is normal, or like you said that this money is given to them by the government and now you're deducting from that money and you're not deducting from the allowance itself. Now I really cannot explain it, I cannot talk about it much, but I just informed you with this confidential information that only local Emirati cabin crew know about. I'm not sure if you guys know, but then with Emirates there are only 2 Emirati cabin crew that are working in economy class. Now I'm not sure about the other grades, but now this is what I managed to get, and this is a certain information. Now none of them was fired, none of them was laid off, not only these 2, but then all the other Emirati cabin crew, no one got laid off, though the other foreigner cabin crew were mostly fired, and I covered that a lot in my previous videos, right? But then, do you know the reason behind Emirates not terminating the locals cabin crew? I'll tell you. It's simply because GCAA gave them instructions not to terminate any Emirati cabin crew unless they inform them and they take their opinion first. So this is why Emirates did not fire any Emirati cabin crew, because GCAA told them so. And not only this, they also informed any other company not to fire any Emirati employee and also not to reduce their salaries. And obviously this is the same thing to Emirates local cabin crew. Their salary was not touched, but then for the normal foreigners cabin crew, their salary was decreased. But for pilots, and I wanted to add this small tiny detail, 4 pilots were terminated. 2 of them resigned early, but then the other 2 were really junior and they had really bad files. So obviously when they contacted GCAA, they told them like, yeah, let them go, they have really bad files, so like bye. But I'm not sure of this, I'm just letting you know what I know and what I was informed as well. And for the benefits that changed, I covered that so many times. Literally whenever something happens, I'm the first one to share it with you, and then of course some other people will talk about it. As long as we're all talking about this, things will change. And I always say that I'm talking about this, another person might see my video and talk about it. It's really good because I want the world to hear all about this, and then things will change. But then I will tell you something else here, you guys. Maybe you follow Emirates cabin crew on Instagram. You see that most of them have these fancy pictures in Dubai, in restaurants, like super fancy restaurants. But do you know where most of the cabin crew goes? Well, they go to the places where they have discounts. So basically they have face card and platinum card, and they usually have 50% discount, 20% discount, but mostly the places with 50% discount, you find them super duper crowded. Trust me, if you go there, it's Emirates headquarters. It's full of Emirates cabin crew, boys and girls, but then you have some other men who are trying to hit on the girls and maybe even the boys. So now that they don't have so many places with discounts, I bet they even go out, because I can still see that everyone is asking for discounts. Where do we have discount? Where do we have discount? Even if they have super high salaries like they used to before, they only go to places with discounts. Now, I don't know what to say here, but I'm just informing you. When you see those fancy pictures, they just go to take those amazing pictures. They just go to places with discounts. So please don't be fooled with those images and that fancy lifestyle. We all like to take amazing picture for Instagram. Even if I'm going and I'm grumpy and I just had a fight with someone, but still I'm going to pose for Instagram. That picture will be perfect. So please, that life is kind of imaginary when you see those posts. I just wanted to like tell you this, please. And the story I wanted to tell you is about a customer flying during coronavirus, because you know guys, when you are on board you have to wear your mask the whole flight, face mask and gloves. But then the only time that you can remove your face mask is when you're eating. But then imagine this smart passenger, the thing he did. So obviously only when you're eating you can remove your face mask, and he did not want to put his face mask. He did not want to make any trouble with the flight attendant. Of course, if the flight attendant see him without face mask, she will ask him to wear his face mask, and she will not leave until he wears that face mask. But then he put the Pringles the whole flight. He was eating Pringles just to avoid putting the face mask. Now this went viral just because of Pringles. Imagine, like, he had his Pringles in front of him the whole flight and he was eating it, or he was pretending to eat it just not to put the face mask. Well, the face mask is for your own safety and for the safety of other people. Maybe you already have the virus in you, so if you're not wearing that face mask, you might infect other people. Other people also might infect you because you're not wearing any face mask. So you gotta be really careful. Like, this is not smart when you do this on board. This is just, I'm not going to say stupid, but then it's negligent. Like, you are neglecting every single thing. You don't care about your health, or about your wife's health that is traveling right next to you, and even about the other passengers, everyone, the flight attendants, every single one. So you are endangering every single person. Now please don't do this. I've seen this going wild, and this is why I wanted to talk about this. This is not cool. This is not okay, because I can see that people were laughing and they're like, oh yeah, he's smart. This is not smart, you guys. Please don't do this. This is just crazy, and this is just someone who's trying to be too smart, as I said in the beginning of the video. And I hope you like the story. I hope you like this video. I hope you find it beneficial because I know that no one else shared this with you guys. And I will remind you again, join us on Instagram. Let's grow the family. Queen MK official. And also if you speak Arabic, consider subscribing to my Arabic channel, Queen MK بالعربي. And if you're new with us, subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up and share the video if you like it. See you on the other videos and bye bye.